My name is Gabe Zollner. You might want to go to the web and try to determine the difference between the Sunni and the Shiite Muslims. Now, what's interesting is 75 to 90% of Muslims are Sunni. Yeah, Sunni. Now, they make up the majority of the population in Iran, Lebanon, Azerbaijan, and Bahrain. The rest of the Muslim world is made up of Sunnis. In the United States, 85 to 90% of Muslims are Sunnis. Al-Qaeda Muslims are Sunnis. Al-Qaeda Muslims are Sunnis. That might explain why Obama is sort of providing them with, military weapons. Now, you know who else was Sunni? Well, bin Laden, Osama bin Laden was Sunni. And guess who else was Sunni? Obama's daddy. Yeah, Obama Sr., he was Sunni. Al-Qaeda, as I mentioned, are Sunnis. The United States fears that the Shiite rule in the Gulf will lead to anti-U.S., anti-American sentiment as well as Iranian violence in the Arab majority states. Now, you sort of wonder why the Sunnis would be concerned about the Shiites when the Sunnis are like 75 to 90% of the population. I mean, it doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. Anyway, both Sunni and Shiite Muslims follow the teaching of the Prophet Mohammad. Their differences are similar to the difference between Catholics and Protestants. Now, there was a time that Catholics and Protestants also fought and killed each other, which I guess explains how the relationship between the Sunnis and the Shiites sort of functions, or really doesn't function. But what's interesting is that if Obama's daddy was a Sunni, I got to believe that Obama is a Sunni. And now Al-Qaeda, we know, is a Sunni. But there's some kind of a disconnect here, because why would Obama be whacking Sunnis? Because he's whacking Al-Qaeda. And they're Sunnis. Well, I guess what it really boils down to is that as long as the ultimate objective is achieved, which I think is to implement Sharia law throughout the world, it doesn't matter who you whack. You know what else I did? I found a little bit of information that I'd like to share, and you might want to try to find this out for yourself. But apparently there were 3 or 4 times prior to what happened to Osama bin Laden, where Obama, actually it wasn't Obama, it was Valerie Jarrett that prevented him from being whacked, Osama bin Laden from being whacked. Yeah, I get them mixed up, Obama, Osama, they all sound the same to me. But anyway, and when they finally whacked him, what I saw on the web was that decision wasn't made by Obama. That was made by Hillary Clinton and Leon Panetta. They gave the go. And once the helicopters were already in country, in Pakistan, that's when they told Obama about it. And then it was too late to recall them. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, Valerie Jarrett, she's a Muslim, and why would she want to whack bin Laden? I mean, they're all the same, right? Pretty crazy stuff. It's actually really scary, though, because, for those of us that aren't going to convert according to the Prophet Mohammad, we're going to get whacked. I guess that explains that facility, that training facility that's being built on 1,600 acres. That's got to be some training facility. I mean, we're talking, that's a lot of land. 1,600 acres? Yeah. I wonder if they're going to have crematoriums there as well. Maybe they got a new way of zapping people now. I don't know. It's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts.